What up, guys? You don't know what it is because it hasn't happened yet, but I'm Joe. This is Keegan. We're going to be reacting to some music. We don't really know what we're going to do yet in terms of what music we're going to review, but today we have for you...
We got Lil Peep's final album, Come Over When You're Sober, Part 2. It says bonus, I don't know why, but it says bonus, so...
And,
it's a bonus.
Yeah, so I mean, we're just going to listen to, I guess all the tracks, and we'll just do a little reaction to each one. And then we'll give you our overall consensus, and then we'll move on with our days.
Wrap it up.
Alright.
Alright, so we're going to start with Broken Smile, My All.
A little slow so far, but
There we go.
there we go.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
That was smooth.
that was nice.
He's singing, bro.
That's nice. I hear like the passion behind it.
That's the best I've heard him sing, I think.
I've been through enough to know when you're sad and we're far apart.
I hear guitar solo on hip hop too often.
That's true.
It's cool. I like the
Yeah,
mix.
that's nice. That's nice. Okay. Not a bad opener.
No, that was cool.
I mean, it started out a little slow, but once it got into it, that was pretty solid. Solid track.
Yeah, it was really smooth. The build up was cool. Yeah, it could have been a little shorter, but I think it's a good way to start a final body work for sure. I feel like for past couple artists that have passed, where they ended was almost like they could have known. Like especially with the Mac project, with even like the sad single and stuff with X, like
Yeah,
it's almost like they had in the back of their mind.
It's eerie to like look back and be like, that was your last song.
Right. It's eerie, but it's it's beautiful in a way.
All right, track number 2.
What is Runaway? Not shuffle, am I? No, we're good.
Ooh, okay.
That production's nice. You were making some faces over there. What you got to
Yeah,
say?
that's... Don't do drugs. That's the first thing that comes to mind. I mean, he said some things in there that, in hindsight,
Yeah, there were
super eerie.
couple eerie bars. Hook went a little simple, a little lazy, but
Right.
when he starts kind of, almost seems like he's letting the passion take him. That seems to be more what he's actually trying to say, and some of those are some of the really eerie lines. Oh yeah, we're not even through this. We're halfway through the song.
How many songs are on this?
13. I've heard.
That's not terrible.
I've heard 2. Moving right along into Sex with My Ex. Maybe this will lighten the mood up. That sounds like a mood lighter.
Pretty self-explanatory, I think.
Alright.
That doesn't sound upbeat at all.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. A clean little riff.
Interesting.
Production's been great so far.
Yeah, great production.
Very, very interesting, very cool, polished production.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
That's a nice drop.
That really is.
That sounds nice.
Ooh. That was sick.
I mean, I don't think there was too much to be said for Peep in that song, but the production was really good.
Nice. If I had one complaint with the production, the drum beat dropping out and coming back in was really cool. Like the first time and the second time. And then when it sneak came in that one time, that was cool too. But I think it dropped out probably 5 times. By the end, it wasn't really hitting me anymore. I kind of figured out when it was going to come in.
Right. I would still say the production was a highlight.
Besides that, it's a very minor.
I mean, it's not. Peep wasn't bad, but he was less of a factor. He almost played like an instrument part.
The tones he was choosing, where he wasn't really himself, wasn't really popping out.
Like too monotone, kind of like blending.
Almost a
with
little
the beat
too
much.
clean too. To the point where he's almost losing a little bit of that personality. I really liked when things changed.
Yeah.
I liked the way the beat came in. I liked the way that it dropped out. Just those elements, but it also felt like he knew the instrumental
was just too dull.
Yeah. This next song's "Cry Alone." I believe I heard this. I'm pretty sure I heard this once. I remember liking this.
This production's really good. It's got a very nice mix between the It's got a nice mix between like the hip hop and the rock.
Yeah, it really represents both very well.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna switch up there. Not bad. I mean, you're not really listening to Lil Peep for like a lyrical value necessarily. He flows nicely with the beat. Like like if you were to think of his voice as an instrument, I would say he uses it well. But I mean, if you're really trying to get into lyrics, like there wasn't too much substance to that song.
No, I do think that Burma High School Downlines. It's a little cringy. It's a little immature. Track 6, 16 lines. 16 lines is track 6.
And if I tried to call, would you cry? Please don't.
Oh yeah.
Wasting your time. 16 lines.
So far, every song has had some good drops.
I've been on my own since age 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This might be it right here.
It might be.
Might be the one right there.
More good production for sure. It kind of lost me halfway through the song. It started out really good. It got really good, and then
it dragged on a little.
It just hit like a dull patch. I wasn't really feeling it personally.
I think what he was saying in that little, I don't know if it was a breakdown or that little bit of a different pace, that it did slow it down. It was already kind of slow as it was.
Right.
He was saying some pretty real stuff though. Saying some shit that you think about when you spend too much time alone.
Track 7.
He'll put the number on the screen somewhere.
Track 7.
Life is Beautiful. This sounds familiar. I don't know if I've heard it or not. I haven't heard this before.
Finding out eventually the feeling wasn't mutual. I think that life is beautiful. You wanna see your friends, but you're stuck inside a hospital. Doctor walks in and he tells you that it's terminal. Wake up in the morning, now you're doing the impossible. Find out what's important, now you feel philosophical. Isn't life comical? I think that life is comical.
I see what he's doing there.
I think I'ma die alone in summer room.
Yeah.
Fairly lyrically dense.
Definitely.
Definitely compared to everything else.
I mean,
this
is definitely the most lyrical song so far.
Yeah, and he is rapping.
Between switching from the beautiful to the horrible to the comical,
Mhm.
even just some of the things that he's saying here.
I'm definitely liking this. This is like a concept track. I'm really liking it. All right, next we have "Hate Me." I believe it's track 7, 8.
I just feel like this song's about to get deep.
I don't really know where I'm trying to go, but I know I wanna take you.
Different.
Yeah, that's way
First
different.
thought in the head.
Different. Sounds like surf rock or something.
Yeah, like a Sublime almost.
Sublime.
That was like-
sounds like Sublime.
Take the long way home. Got a couple hundred missed calls and my phone crazy.
Not my favorite. Not my
Same.
favorite on this album.
Little experimental.
Yeah, definitely like that. Was trying to mix it up, doing something a little different, maybe some slightly like happier sound
Yeah.
at least. I don't want to say. What's this from? What's that from?
I don't know if that's from anything.
No, I've definitely heard that before.
Call me on my phone, I'll pick it up. I've been on my own, baby, I've been fucking up. Fuck me when the beat drop, baby, fuck me
That was
till my
nasty.
heart stops.
Ooh.
Okay.
Again, production was really good on this one. This one stood out a little bit
Mm-hmm.
in that respect. The drop was
It had a few good drops in it.
yeah.
Those
Yeah.
drops and just the production is flawless, honestly.
That's it, ain't it?
Absolutely.
Next track is called "White Girl."
All right. Might as well have just named it actually. Amanda.
All right.
Rebecca.
She don't love me, she just love how I feel. When I fucking, she made me a meal. For real.
Ooh.
I'm a type to get
Yeah, a little vocal.
Ooh.
Vocal inflection. What the fuck that was? That was sick.
that I'm famous.
So unexpected. It just slid in there.
Fucking, she made me a meal. For real.
Oh. Oh. I love that little part right there.
Get some seasoning.
Oh. Add this song to my Spotify right now. What's this song called?
White Girl, dude.
Oh, that's right. It's called Rebecca.
Sandra.
Jennifer. I fucks with it. I mean, even just for that one little for real. Oh. Oh.
Yeah. It's definitely starting to feel on the repetitive side, starting to become kind of a long listen.
Yeah.
So you're kind of pointing out there's really great
Little
things
details.
in here. There's some of the details that are really good.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, the album has sounded pretty similar. There's been some highlights for sure, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you're forced to listen to the whole album, one at a time, you're gonna get bored.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to analyze. The hook was cool. Mess with the hook. Let's get through this. Fingers. It's the next track.
Predictable drop.
Yeah.
Not bad. Predictable.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna last long.
That's near your line.
Yeah.
Not gonna last long.
There's a lot of eeriness in this project. I know you always kind of mentioned death and referenced it and stuff, but yeah, it definitely feels different after the fact.
Not too much to say about that one.
It's just falling down with his XXX Tentacion feature.
Oh, is this the first feature of the album? I think it is.
I believe so.
I don't think I've heard the song yet.
Rest in peace, Pete. Rest in peace, X. Two
Interesting.
legends.
Interesting that this collaboration even happened.
I believe this happened post-mortem. I think these were two separate things.
Oh, okay. And then
Don't quote me on that, but I don't think they ever actually
got together.
collabed together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it was.
Yeah.
those vocals right there
Those are actually,
sound like they're supposed to be on a more depressed song in general.
yeah. I like that part where they overlap each other. It makes a lot more sense than just X's verse. I don't know if X was alive to make the collaboration,
Right.
or whether they were both passed already.
Yeah, they definitely didn't collaborate together though.
No,
I
that's
mean,
for sure.
just from that little clip where
Oh,
you're
I
saying,
see,
you know,
yeah.
I wish I
Yeah.
linked up with him basically.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to hear two people collab who've both passed in hip hop this year.
Yeah, and like in such that tight
in
window.
and in a very, niche type of music.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think X's verse really fit, but I get why it happened, and I think it's cool that it exists.
It's understandable. I mean, it was probably like the only way to make that song
Right.
work.
And because I think if X didn't have that clip of him saying that he wanted to work with him before he passed, I don't think this would have really came about. This is Sunlight on Your Skin featuring I Love McConan. He's the Going Up on a Tuesday guy, and I haven't heard this. I know this already came out a little while ago, but I haven't heard it.
Oh, this is the same
Is
song.
this the original?
Probably is.
That was where it was.
Hey, we made it.
No.
Yeah, that's how the white boys do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that last track, I mean, it was basically the same thing as the track before, just a little bonus. Or
Yeah, I think that was
however they did it.
Yeah, that was the original Peep and McConan version of what ended up being the X collab.
There wasn't
McConan
really too
didn't
much.
do a whole lot.
There wasn't much to McConan.
I think this shows what path he was trying to go down.
Mm.
Or I think he could have. This is a really good base to start off a great career, which unfortunately is the end of it.
It's certainly a step in the right direction.
Definitely just seems more calculated and just because he had a lot of really cool ideas, a lot of different types of songs before, and I feel like this is just like this is what he was actually trying to go for. This was the sound that he. This was the right blend. This was the right mix.
Right. I mean, he was definitely in his own niche. He was doing it well. He had the production to back him, which was one of the highlights of this album. Was he had some really solid production throughout. It was about what you would expect. Better than previous stuff from him.
Yeah, definitely better than the part one to this. Although it has a couple great songs on there, probably a couple more single-worthy songs. I didn't see anything that might really gain that single, power. Given the context that this is his final piece of work, and this is the last that we'll hear of him, I'm gonna be a little more generous than I probably would have been if this came out solo. So I'm gonna give it a 7. I probably would have given it a 6.
I think I'm at about a 6. But I'm looking at it as if he were still around, I guess.
Yeah, I think if he was still around, it'd be somewhere in. I think it would probably still be a high 6 if we were to go
a 6 plus.
6 plus.
6 plus. Final rating 6 plus. All right, so this was Come Over When You're Sober Part 2, Lil Peep. I'm Joe. This is Keegan. You'll see more of us. Follow us on social media. All of our stuff will be in the description. That's about all we got. Peace.
Yep. Be safe.